Hello everybody, Big Points here. Now before we go too deep into the video, I would like to give a shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. So I'll leave the link in the description below if you want to go support the channel over there. So, a lot of progress has indeed been made to the 727 since you last saw it. In fact, we are getting very close to completion. I know my last video was entitled Almost Done. We are actually almost done now, so still some stuff that needs to get done, but generally we are getting very close. So, obviously, the tail is on. Now, this was sort of an interesting build because a lot of things had to sort of come together, and no, it is not completely done. So before you go into the comments section saying, it looks rough here, or it doesn't look good there, you know, blah, 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 it's not done. As you can see, I obviously have not fully completed this area around here yet. I did sort of get some work on that on the other side, as you can see, but I have not done that on this side yet, so I'm still blending that. I'm going to carry the white lines down through. I'll probably put some stickers on here, and obviously I'm still sort of working with the engine area around here because I'm still not 100% satisfied with that. So some smaller stuff, and obviously the outer engines 1 and 3 still need to be placed onto the body. So that will be in the next update. But what we have done, and this is really important, is I have finally installed the T-tail. Now, this is one of the key features of the 727. And this was something that was really important that I wanted to get done just right. And getting that orange stripe through it was actually more difficult than you would think because it required a lot of bricks on side construction. And yeah, that was interesting. And the sort of physics and dynamics behind how this thing actually holds itself up, because as you can see here, especially with the blueprint below, most of the mass, which is this thing right here, the horizontal stabilizer, is behind where it actually connects. So it connects right here, and most of the mass is back here. So that posed quite a few problems for us because I can't even connect it right here. I have to connect it further up here. So as you can see here, I sort of left the side open so you can see it. I can't even connect it right here. It connects right there, and it also connects up here and here. So it doesn't even connect back here where the orange is. It sits on a stud there to help give it more stability, but that's not where it connects. So a lot of work had to go into this. It's still not the sturdiest thing. You can see it kind of wobbles around a bit, but it's staying on there. It stayed on there pretty well, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So up here towards the front, this is the engine intake design that I came up with. I know I wish it was a little bit wider, but these are the best parts for it because they fit perfectly right up against these cylinder bits. Now, like I said, this area back here is still sort of big smoothed out, so have some patience there. So the doors, I know a lot of you said that these doors did not look very good last time I did a video on it, and you were right. I still wasn't super happy with them, so what I did was I took some of these wedge pieces with a plate, and here I'll open the door for here. And I don't know if a lot of you saw this in the last video, but I'll take the door right off for you guys. There is actually sausage in there that's being used on these doors, and the main reason behind that is these doors do need to be angled inward along with these parts here, which are the 45-degree angle slopes with the hollowed out stud. Those I figured out finally give about a nice smooth contour on the fuselage, and I'm finally happy with those. So obviously in this side I am missing one, so hopefully that should be in the next order or two. So yeah, working out pretty well. Up here towards the bottom, I did finally get the bottom on, and again, this is not perfect. Some things on here I need to smooth, but there we go, like that. So yeah, here's the bottom. The air stairs do work pretty well, and they're sort of holding the plane up right now. Bizarrely enough, I did not think this would happen, but this thing is actually tail heavy, yay! So what I'm going to do about that is there is quite a bit of hollow space up here in the front where there's no cargo bay. I'm going to place a couple of ballast bricks up there to help offset the tail heaviness. I didn't think it would be tail heavy because, you know, look how long the nose is, but I guess since all of the weight on this is further back here, it is tail heavy, so I guess that's just what we end up with, you know? So hopefully the next order I'm not going to make for a couple days here for the engines on the back of the plane for a few reasons, but hopefully in about a week, I'm just going to tell you now, it'll probably take about a week. I should have a video regarding the engines, and I don't know if I'll just do a video about that or if I'll just do the final video for this thing, but I don't know. Again, I still need to do quite a bit of smoothing out on some of the surfaces on the engine number 2 and on the tail. And I know a lot of you are going to say, why are you tapering? I don't like that. Well, we don't really have an option here because those wedge pieces, these things right here, they don't exist in tan. None of them at all. I can't get them. So this is the best idea I came up with. I think it works out pretty well on a smaller scale like this. Again, if I were to use this on the 787, I don't think it would look very good, but I think on a smaller scale like this, it ends up looking fine. And again, like I said earlier, I'm still smoothing things out, so don't be surprised if things look a little bit different in the next video, because things are always sort of being changed. But yeah, I was happy with how that tail turned out. The major stuff has basically been finished. At this point, I still obviously need to do the interior. That's going to be a project into itself. And obviously, I need to add engines 1 and 3 and smooth things out. But past that, we're pretty much done with this project. So I'm not sure if the next video will actually be about the engines or if I'll just put the final video out there for this plane. But we're pretty much done. So hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll be coming back to you pretty soon with some other stuff. And stuff regarding this thing right here, since I know more you guys want to see more videos on this. So that's all I really have for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.